So the big question is, when are we ready to buy a house? And we had that conversation a number of times when we were ready. We really didn't know.
Nope. Because I was thinking, do we have to have a certain amount of money in our account? Like, what do we need to have? So we did end up figuring out that really it's your finances that determines when you're ready to buy. We were thinking, oh, maybe it's the market. Maybe the market's bad. And mind you guys, we've been doing this for 3 years. COVID had barely just started, right?
It just started when we decided we wanted to buy a house.
And at that time, the market was like, it was like that low interest rate. Everybody was like, oh, you gotta go buy. But really the bottom line with that kind of stuff is that you cannot control the time of the year, what the interest rates are gonna be, what the housing market is doing. It's really just what kind of finances do you have?
It's our finances. And the finances meaning that we had to have provable income.
Yep, provable income.
Provable income is a big one.
That's
huge.
Gotta
be provable.
That means they're going to be asking you for like your bank statements or pay stubs or
your
things
tax
like
returns.
that. Tax returns. Mm-hmm.
Every single thing. So provable income. You also have to have a decent credit score.
Yep, of course. You have to have a decent credit score. And some, we'll talk about this a little bit later, but some loans will give you a chance to have a lower credit score, but it's just better to like clean up your credit.
Yeah, exactly.
Clean it up, because remember we had to figure out some things too.
Well, that's what took us so long. That's what took us the longest. 3 years. It took us 3 years, but the pandemic had a lot to do with that. Mm-hmm. But we had some stuff we had to clean up. We got it cleaned up. Mm-hmm. We finally got the house we wanted. But the credit score, you want provable income, and you also need a down payment.
Yep.
Because the bank's going to want that.
Yeah, and then your down payment, it could be a little less than another person, depending on what area you are in your state or the type of house you want. So if you want $1 million house,
the down payment is going to depend on the loan you take.
And the loan, yeah. So it's
the
loan you get and how much you're willing to spend for this house.
Exactly. So to recap, the question of when should you buy a house is when your finances are ready, when you have the necessary down payment, when you have a credit score, and when you have provable income.
Don't quit your job and then be like, I have provable income.
Right. Keep your job.
Keep your job.
Keep all that stuff.